Breaking news. Please stand by for another C2C World News Now current event.
The vessel is also armed with anti-ship cruise missiles and gun systems. It's currently Russia's only aircraft carrier and was commissioned in 9. Now, the British media are reporting that the Royal Navy is planning to send warships to intercept and escort a Russian aircraft carrier and 7 accompanying vessels as they pass by UK waters. The decision to send an aircraft carrier to the Mediterranean was announced by Russia's defense ministry back in September. Now, the Admiral Kuznetsov aircraft carrier can transport over 50 aircraft and is said to have fighter jets and helicopters on board. The vessel is also armed with anti-ship cruise missiles and gun systems. It's currently Russia's only aircraft carrier and was commissioned in 1990. To discuss this, let's bring in now political analyst Amar Wakaf. Mr. Wakaf, thanks so much for joining us here on RT International. So the deployment was announced last month and the Russian ships aren't even near yet. So why is there so much anxiety, I should say, about this in the UK media right now?
Well, we don't know. It could be several reasons. Well, first of all, this is not the first time that the British Air Force or Navy scramble to confront or to escort Russian operating vessels, or I think the most frequent example is the Tu-95 strategic bombers. They're frequently escorted by British airplanes. Now, there isn't anything to suggest that there is a direct threat or anything, but at the end of the day, we need to understand the environment here in Britain, which is about confronting Russia at the moment, and this is not the official statement by the government, but actually by some hot-headed MPs who gathered a few days ago and said that we should, do something about Syria and the Russians' dominance over there, and if military confrontation is needed, so be it. So whether the route of the Admiral Kuznetsov group really was as close as passing through the English Channel previously or originally, or it was adjusted afterwards, we don't know. But it could be a hyper reaction towards towards any Russian vessel or any Russian military action nearby because of this particular environment that we live in Britain at the moment.
Okay, but what do you think are the media trying to achieve by responding to this in such a way? I mean, obviously there is the panic element there that we can see, but why is it? I mean, what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's because MPs have gathered and said that we need to confront Russia. The media probably would jump at any passing vessel coming from Russia, military one of course, or any drill nearby or whatever, and there is some mention of a bombing exercise that should take place or is expected to take place north of Scotland, even though the Admiral Kuznetsov, I don't think it carries much bombing aircraft. It's all about interceptors and fighters. But still, at the end of the day, they want to jump at this opportunity probably to, increase the hype about what is going on in the sense that there is an expectation from the public here in Britain about a imminent sort of confrontation with Russia in Syria, and because they want, for example, to apply some sort of a no-fly zone or whatever. And we have to know also the wider environment we live in, which is that nations at the moment are sending messages and signals back and forth very frantically, actually, about their readiness and willingness to take the confrontation.
All right, well, Mr. Wakaf, we're monitoring the story, keeping an eye closely on it. Thanks so much for talking to us here in RT. That was Amar Wakaf, political analyst, sharing his thoughts.
This has been a C2C World News Now current event. Stay safe, everyone.